Put on the camera a little bit. What to that, brother? Right time. Come on.
You want back up?
Pull it again. Yeah, them akal go ball. Pull it. Stone. We mash ball him, right? Come. Go down. Yo, come. Oh, man. Go Success won't come overnight. No substance over hype.
No. We're here at Draxall for the first zonal match with the Northeastern Zone under 21 side playing against the Jamaica Senior Men's National Team. The Senior Men's National Team will be kicking from right to left in the first half, and we're about to begin the first half now. And we're off. The national senior men's team gets the ball rolling. Tevin Shaw on the ball for the Jamaica senior team. Fabian McCarthy sends the ball out into touch for Jamaica Senior Men's National Team. Throw in for the under 21 side. A number of spectators have turned out here today to watch the Northeastern Conference under 21 side take on the Senior Men's National Team here at Draxall. Partly cloudy conditions and perfectly suited for good football. Senior side is spreading the ball nice along the back line. Fabian Reid on the ball for the senior side. Passes it to Peter Leverson, who loses out. Tries to retrieve the ball, but he fouls his opponent. Free kick to the under 21 side. Tevin Shaw spreads it wide for the senior men's team. Alex Marshall miscontrols and tries to win it back. Number 4, Ladale Ritchie spreads it wide to Ricardo Thompson. That's Ricardo Thomas. Senior team playing it around in the back four. Nice pass from Peter Leverson out to Fabian Reid wide. Cuts inside. Finds Kaheem Paris in the middle, but he loses out. Now the under 21 team can break forward. Number 9, Daniel Green is fouled. Clifton Woodbine is on the ball for the senior men's team. Plays it back to the goalkeeper, Jaden White in goal. Just a reminder for those of you who are just joining us, it's the first zonal playoff game here for the selection of the under 21 Olympic squad here at Jacksall. The Northeastern Zone is taking on the Jamaica men's senior national team. Under 21 side on the ball now loses out. Alex Marshall wins the ball in the final third for Jamaica men's senior team. Finds Kahim Paris, who assesses his options, but loses out. Number 7 for the under 21 side on the ball now, trying to bring it forward. Back pass by Alex Marshall is intercepted. But Clifton Woodbine retrieves the ball, tries to spread it out wide, but it's into touch, throwing for the under 21 side. Senior team is enjoying a lot of possession in the first half, but most of the possession is in their defensive third, trying to bring the ball forward now with Fabian Reed. It's a handball by number 5 for the under 21 side, Jason Leckie. Free kick for the senior team. It's taken quickly by Peter Lee Vassell, who gets back the ball. Plays the ball into number 12. Corner for the Jamaica senior men's national team. First corner of the game. Headed out by the senior, headed out by the under 21 side, who tried to break, but senior team retrieves the ball. "15 minutes into the first half and it's still nil here. It's still nil all here at Jacksall. the senior team continues to enjoy a lot of possession, but most of it is in their defensive third. Fabian Reed plays a nice 1-2 with Thomas. But the play is breaking up by the under 21 side, who tries to move forward with the ball now. The senior side playing the ball around in their defensive third yet again. Enjoying a lot of possession. On the 21 side doesn't seem to be pressing high up the field, so senior side always looks to probe the ball around in their defensive third and pick their moment to move forward. So cross into the box that's gone out for a goal kick. It's a goal kick for the under 21 side, but there's a delay as the goalkeeper is having his shoes tied. So a throw into the senior team, who get on with the play very quickly. Clifton Woodbine on the ball for them. Now brought forward by Tevin Shaw. Ball is intercepted by number 11 for the under 21 side, who gets it back, looking for a pass. But he shows too much of the ball to Kaheem Paris, who brings it forward for the senior team. Now with Peter Lee Vassell, who tries to spread it right, but ball is blocked. One back by the Jamaica national senior team, who plays it forward. Fabian Reed's pass is intercepted. Now the under 21 side looks to go forward. This looks promising for the under 21 side. But the play breaks down with Tevin Shaw intercepting. Now the senior team can look to break forward with Alex Marshall, who slows it down and passes it back to his defender, Clifton Woodbine. Kaheem Paris coming deep for the ball, passes it to Peter Lee Vassell, who finds Fabian Reed out wide. Fabian Reed taking on the defender, plays across into the box, but it's headed out. Tevin Shaw intercepts. Kaheem Paris takes a shot, but it's just wide. Kaheem Paris put a shot just wide of the upright. Player for Dintil, who had a remarkable season last year in the DaCosta Cup. Made it to the Ben Francis Cup final with Dintil, losing out to Clarendon College. Javan is giving away a foul. "21 minutes played and it's still 0-0 here at Jacks Hall." The senior team looking the more composed and settled on the ball, spreading around a lot of passes, albeit in their defensive third, but they're looking the more dangerous. They're on the ball now with Clifton Woodbine, who looks to move forward. Fabian McCarthy plays it over the top, looking for Kaheem Paris, but it's intercepted. Alex Marshall will try again, coming forward in the shape of Kaheem Paris, Jamaica senior men's national team. Ball is intercepted. Now the under 21 side can break. A lot of step overs on the ball, and it's a good shot. Jaden White has to make a save low down. That was a good shot from the under 21 side. Is still in attack. And the ball is number 10. Wins the throw in. First real threat for the defense of the senior team. JD might have having to make his first save of the game. On the 21 side, still in attack with a cross being swung in back post. Number 5 for the under 21 side goes up for the header, but it's called as a foul against him. Senior team brings the ball forward with Tevin Shaw, who finds Kaheem Paris in the midfield. Kaheem Paris coming really deep in the midfield to retrieve the ball and bring it forward. Very often in this game, we've seen Kaheem Paris coming deeper in the midfield to get the ball from his holding midfielder Tevin Shaw and the defense to bring it forward, linking the play with the midfield and the attack. Foul on Ricardo Thomas. Free kick for Jamaica senior team. Ball is back in play. Clifton Woodbine spreads it out to Fabian McCarthy, who assesses his options in front of him before he opts for a back pass. Going back to Clifton Woodbine. Goes back to Ladiel Ritchie, who spreads it back wide to Ricardo Thomas. Thomas cuts inside and tries to find Javon East, but it's intercepted by number 5 for the 21 side. Peter Levasseur spreads the ball wide for Alex Marshall, but there's too much on that. He's not going to make it, but Alex Marshall applauds the effort from Peter Levasseur. The goalkeeper for the under 21 side, Andrew McDougart, sends the ball into touch from the goal kick. Ball back in play now with the under 21 side in possession. Handball just now by Ladiel Ritchie. Free kick to the under 21 side. Ladiel Ritchie receives a yellow card for that handball as well. Referee interprets it as a deliberate handball. First yellow card of the game. First yellow card of the game for number 4 on the national senior team for Jamaica, Ladiel Ritchie. Receives the yellow card in minute 25 in the first half. Number 8 for the under 21 side, Michael Edwards, takes the free kick, but it's low and hard straight to Jaden White in the goal for the senior team, who tries to spring the counter-attack for the national senior team. Alex Marcel can do nothing as the ball goes into touch, and it's quickly put back into play by the 21 side. Ball played forward for Javon East, but goalkeeper advances and makes a crucial interception. The under 21 side clears their lines. So this is a group of under 21 football players from the northeastern zone of Jamaica who are in contention to make up the under 23 side for the Jamaica Olympic squad. All of these players will be under the age of 21 now, so that they will be eligible for selection come 2020 for the Tokyo Olympic Games. So essentially these are the players who are in contention for the under 23 squad, but it is an under 21 side at the moment, so these players will be over the age of 21. Number 11 for the under 21 almost intercepts, but Fabian Reed is back to Ladil Ritchie. Ups for the back pass to Jaden White. Was time on space to pick his pass. Finds Clifton Woodbine. Goes to the long pass to Javon East. Controls and turns back into his own half, but now Fabian McCarthy can try to come forward. Finds Alex Marshall, who shows a little bit of skill to beat a player. Passes it into Kaheem Paris. Kaheem Paris on the ball now. Tries to cross him, but it's cleared. Back to the senior team. Shot from Javon East, but the header is skewed wide. Goal kick to the under 21 side. Even though the senior team is enjoying a lot of possession, they haven't really created a lot of chances so far in the first half. The northeastern zone is keeping them at bay for the time being, but they don't want to get on the ball more and try to create some more chances of their own. But at the moment, they're doing a good job of containing the senior team. Goalkeeper for the under 21 side tries to clear, but his clearance is intercepted by Kaheem Paris. Under 21 side making a meal of trying to clear the ball, being put under a lot of pressure by the senior team. He eventually wins back the ball in the shape of Fabian Reed, who finds Ricardo Thomas. But it's all the way back to Ladale Ritchie, who spreads it to Clifton Woodbine. The senior team will look to move forward again. Decent turnout here at Jacks Hall, where a number of fans have turned up to watch the northeastern zone play the senior men's national team. Fouled by Alex Marshall as he hauls down the number 3 for the under 21 side as he tries to make a run forward. Free kick to the under 21 side on the far side of the field. Now they can use this opportunity to put some players in the box and try to have a serious attack on the senior team's goal. free kick into the box is low and easily cleared by the senior team. JD White gathers for the senior team and spreads it wide to Ricardo Thomas, who finds Fabian Reed, plays it back into the midfield for Kaim Paris, but his pass is loose. Number 6, Ricardo Thomas, is down for Jamaica. Senior team. He's up now. It's the under 21 side who has a free kick here though. Ricardo Thomas is up and seems to be fine. Doesn't look like a serious injury. The under 21 side will want to get out of this free kick now. Coming into the game more and more now as number 8. Looks like this free kick will be taken by Alwayne Harvey. Will he go directly for goal or will he try to intercept it? He misses it. Number 6 takes a free kick straight into the wall. On the 21 side, still on the ball though. Jaden White gathers for the senior team and he slows the play down. Rolls it out to Ladiel Ritchie. Fabian Reed has gone down in the middle of the field. Doesn't look like there was much contact. Number 9 for the under 21 side is down as well, Daniel Green, on the edge of the penalty area. Free kick to the under 21 side again. As a third free kick they've won now in and around that area, starting to impose themselves on the game. Fabian Reed is being attended to by the medical team. Seems like a bit of cramp as he pulled up in the middle of the field. There wasn't much contact from the opposing player, so that injury seems to be self-inflicted. Seems to be in a lot of pain though. He's back on his feet. It's a good sign. Seeing that he's walking it off, doesn't seem to be anything serious. Number 9 for the under 21 side, Daniel Green, is lining up this free kick right on the edge of the 18-yard box for the under 21 side from the northeastern Confed. Both number 8 Michael Edwards and number 9 Daniel Green over the ball. And it's number 9. It's a beautiful save by Jaden White from Daniel Green's shot. First shot on target for the under 21 side. We're still in the attack. Daniel Green on the ball again. Tries to wriggle his way through a few Jamaican senior team players, but he loses out. Now they try to break with Javon East. 3 players. Throw and given to the senior team. Nice work from Javon East, who was being closely attended to by 3 under 21 players. Ball is back in play. Kaim Paris wins the free kick for the senior team in the middle of the field. Alex Marshall wins the header in the middle of the field. And now it's Stephen Shaw on the ball, but he goes all the way back to Clifton Woodbine in defense. Plays a 1-2 with him. Clifton Woodbine and Stephen Shaw sharing the ball. Now Clifton Woodbine looks to spread the ball wide to Fabian McCarthy. Plays the ball wide looking for a pass. Looks like it's intended for Alex Marshall, who does well to win a throw-in on the far side for the senior team. Fabian McCarthy going across to take the throw-in in the 37th minute in the first half here. Still 0-0 at Draxall. Kaheem Paris passes the ball back to Clifton Woodbine. Central defenders for Jamaica's senior team are playing very high up. Ladiel Ritchie spreads the ball wide for Ricardo Thomas, who has time to pick his cross. Swings it in, but it's intercepted. Down at 21 side cannot stop it from going out for a corner though. And it's the second corner here for the senior team. As Peter Lee Vassels. Peter Lee Vassell. And number 15, Deshane Beckford, has entered play. He replaces Fabian Reed, who is off injured. Good cross into the box by number 6 for the senior team, Ricardo Thomas, but it's easily dealt with by the under 21 side, who are in possession with the goalkeeper now, sends the ball long downfield. It's all the way through to the other goalkeeper, Jaden White. Ladiel Ritchie spreads the ball wide to Fabian McCarthy, who advances with the ball for the senior team. Checks back and finds Stephen Shaw, who assesses his options, goes onto the ball and finds Alex Marshall out wide, who can't control, and it goes into touch for a throw-in for the under 21 side. Fabian Reed, who was substituted for Deshane Beckford, seems to be a problem with his ankle. His ankle is strapped up. Ankle being iced now. We'll look for further updates regarding that injury. There wasn't much contact in the challenge that led to his injury, but it seems to be enough to have him come off of the field, so maybe there was more contact than was initially seen. On the 21 side comes forward with the ball in the shape of number 9, Daniel Green, who is fouled by Tevin Shaw. Number 10 for the under 21 side, Shadi and Lopez, moves forward, but his through ball intended for number 7, Corton Wright, is number 10 Daniel Green for the 21 side is down injured. That's number 9, Daniel Green. He's up on his feet. Seems to be in a bit of pain, but he jogs off. Seems that he'll be alright though. We're on the 21 side playing with 10 players for the minute as Daniel Green is off receiving treatment. Senior team gets on with the game with a throw-in. Tevin Shaw spreads the ball wide for Alex Marshall. Can't control. Ball goes into touch for a throw in to the under 21 side on the far side of the field. Ball intercepted by Kahim Paris. But he can't capitalize, as it's a good recovery tackle from the under 21 defender. Does well to win the throw-in. Shane Beckford pressing high up the field for the senior team. Number 9, Daniel Green, wins a free kick for the under 21 side. Seems to be feeling the effects of that challenge and possibly the earlier challenge as well. But he seems to be moving alright. JD White for Jamaica comes and claims the ball and sends his defender Fabian McCarthy down the right hand side for the counter attack. And it's Karim Paris who tries to flick it on inside for Javan East, but it's intercepted. Number 11 for the under 21 side, Hardley Barnes, plays it forward. But Ladale retrieves too quick and intercepts and plays it out for a throw in. Ladale Richie is down for the senior team, receiving treatment. Looks to have taken a knock in the process of clearing the ball. The ice pack being applied to his ankle. The other players taking the opportunity to rehydrate themselves with the break in play. Ladale is back on his feet, but he's walking gingerly as he makes his way off the field. Doesn't look like Ladale Rich will be able to continue, and Javane Brown is warming up for the senior men's national team. Only a few minutes left in the first half, so the senior team might finish this half with 10 players and introduce Javane Brown early in the second half, or the start of the second half. But they move forward now. Ball is intercepted. So throw in for the senior team on the far side. Fabian McCarthy tries to find Deshane Beckford. Deshane Beckford and Alex Marshall have switched wings. Alex Marshall, who is playing on the right side of the front three for the senior team from the start of the first half, has switched over to the left side, and Deshane Beckford, who was introduced midway through the first half for the injured Fabian Reid, has gone over to the right side. Alex Marshall pressing, intercepts. Javan East tries to find Kaim Paris, but the pass is a little short. He does well to win the ball though. Alex Marshall on the ball, finds Kaim Paris. Goes all the way back to Tevin Shaw. Kevin Shaw filling in as a makeshift centre half as Ladiel Ritchie has gone off, and Ladiel Ritchie has re-entered play. He seems to have shaken off the knock and is able to continue. Number 4, Ladiel Ritchie, back in the centre half position. Alex Marshall doing well to win that header. Finds Jakarta Thomas, who swings in the cross and is cleared by the number 21 side. Ball won back by Kahim Paris, who has time to pick his options for the cross, and he crosses it. It's a decent cross, but there's no one in the box. They attack the ball for the senior team. Tevin Shaw has a shot from way out, but it's blocked. Now the under 21 side can try to break, but Clifton Woodbine does well to, but that's a loose back pass. Jaden White does well to come forward and clear. Getting Clifton Woodbine out of trouble just now. Ladiel Ritchie back on the ball. Passes it to Peter Lee Vassell, who comes forward. Spreads it wide to Fabian McCarthy, who plays it down the line for Deshane Beckford. Deshane Beckford goes past the defender and finds the cross, but it's blocked. Nice bit of play there from Deshane Beckford, who manages to win the corner for the senior team. This might be the final bit of action in the first half. We're into stoppage time now. Fabian McCarthy goes across to the corner short to Kahim Paris, who goes past the defender easily, and he goes into the box now. Crosses it to Tevin Shaw, who miscues his shot, still in the box. And it's a shot over the top of the bar by Deshane Beckford. Snapshot there by Deshane Beckford. Couldn't manage to keep down his shot. Tevin Shaw wins the header in the middle of the park for the Jamaica senior men's team. But it's the under 21 side who comes forward with the ball in the shape of number 3, Javoid Belnavis. Ball. JD Knight on the ball for the senior team. Passes it wide. The under 21 side pressing high up the field as they try to put on some pressure on the senior team in the final seconds of the first half here. Throwing deep in the half for the senior team. On the 21 side wins with the ball. Alex Marshall passes the ball back inside to Kahim Paris. And that's a lovely ball over the top for Javon by Tevin Shaw, who gets past the goalkeeper and he rounds him. And it's a wonderful finish by Javon East for the senior team. On the 21 side looking for the offside flag, but there's no call from the assistant referee, and the goal stands. Good finish from Javon East and a lovely pass from Tevin Shaw. Javon East does well to hold his run and beat the offside trap. Senior team taking the lead late in the first half. 1-0 to the Jamaica senior men's national team, with Javon East finding the back of the net in first half stoppage time. Play resumes with number 9, Daniel Green. Down at 21 side, trying to respond right away. Ball played in. Yet again, Jaden White comes forward and claims. And that's it for the first half here at Drax Hall between the Northeastern Confed Zone under 21 side against the Jamaica men's national senior team. Jamaica national men's senior team taking the lead late in the first half, with Tevin Shaw playing a ball over the top and Javon East collecting the pass to round the goalkeeper and finish into an empty goal. It's 1-0 here at Drax Hall. And 13, the goalkeeper have come on in the second half for the under 21 side. The Jamaica senior team has made a substitution replacing their goalkeeper. Under 21 side gets the ball rolling for the start of the second half. Here at Drax Hall, where the Northeastern Confed is taking on the Jamaica senior men's national team.
Hello, when the ball got to the line, always looking at your space if you're alright.
Throw in for the Jamaica men's national senior team. It's intercepted, but Peter Lee Vassell manages to regain possession for the Jamaica men's senior national team. And Tevin Shaw spreads it wide to Fabian McCarthy on the right hand side. And it's Alex Marshall who cuts inside, finds Kaheem Paris, but he loses the ball to number 2. Fabian McCarthy retrieves the ball for the Jamaica senior team and puts in a cross, and it's Javon East. Ball cleared by the under 21 Northeastern Confed side. The under 21 side manages to keep the ball in play on the far side, but only to give back possession to the senior team. Ladale Richie passes to Tevin Shaw in midfield. Spreads it wide to Fabian McCarthy. Plays it down the line to Alex Marshall. Alex Marshall has space to run into, but he ups the cut inside, gets past his marker, but can't find a pass. Ball is intercepted. Number 7, Hardly Barnes, plays it forward, but possession is turned over back to the senior team. Tevin Shaw brings it forward for the senior team again. Javon is coming deep to hold up the play and pass it wide to Fabian McCarthy. Alex Marshall down the right hand side again, back to Fabian McCarthy. Inside to Peter Lee Vassell, who passes it wide back to Alex Marshall. The left-footed Alex Marshall favors coming inside. Peter Lee Vassell, pass intercepted. Javon is making himself a nuisance for the defense of the under 21 side. Pressing and hounding though the defenders, giving them no time whatsoever to settle on the ball. Number 7, Harley Barnes on the ball for the under 21 side. Alex Marshall on the ball again. Cuts inside to Peter Lee Vassell, who is slow to control and loses out. But the ball is retrieved by Clifton Woodbine, who finds. Score is 1-0 here, but Javanis breaks forward, crosses the ball to Deshane Beckford, who finishes with a nice right-footed volley. It's 2-0 to the Jamaica senior men's national team, doubling their lead early here in the second half. Nice breakaway from Javon East, who crosses to Deshane Beckford. Deshane Beckford, who came on as a substitute in the first half for Fabian Reid. Beckford coming on as a first half substitute for the injured Fabian Reid. Doubles the lead for the senior men's national team. It's 2-0 here at Drax Hall. Mm-hmm.
Sales.
Peter Lee Vassell tries to dink the ball over number 7. fouls the player trying to retrieve the ball. And it's a free kick, which is taken quickly. On the 21 side, looking for a response here after going 2-0 down early in the second half. But the possession is back with the senior team as Tevin Shaw spreads it wide to Ricardo Thomas. Looking for the Shane Beckford, who can't stop the ball from going into touch. It's a throw into the under 21 side on the far side. Throw in taken quickly to number 5 on the ball now, Kimo Wilson. Plays it inside the number 8, Alwyn Harvey. Ball coming forward now with the under 21 side, but it's intercepted by Clifton Woodbine and cleared by Peter Lee Vassell. Kaim Paris battling for the ball in the middle of the park with number 6, Curtin Wright. Number 9. And it's a shot, but it's pulled wide by number 9, Daniel Green. And the goalkeeper comes forward and has to make a save. It goes out for a corner. First corner of the second half to the under 21 side. Centre backs to the under 21 side going forward for the corner as they try to have an aerial presence in the box for this corner as they look to get one back and half the deficit. Disappointing corner for the under 21 side as it drifts out. Both sides preparing substitutions as number 16 and number 24 for the under 21 side are going to be introduced into the game. Number 10, Chavon Marsh, comes in for the senior team. He replaces Alex Marshall. Number 6 and 7 exit the field for the under 21 side, and number 24 and 16 enter. Number 16, Vashawn McBean, and number 24, Tyrese Matthews. Ball played all the way back to the goalkeeper for the under 21 side. Throwing on the far side for the under 21 side. Shane Beckford trying to win the ball far up the field for senior side, and it's turned over by the under 21 side yet again. We're having trouble trying to retain the ball, and it eventually goes out for a throw-in on the far side for the senior team. On the 21 side being put under a lot of pressure by the senior team as they press high up the field, winning back possession in dangerous areas, and they have a throw-in which is taken now. Ball back in possession in defense for the senior team. Clifton Woodbine spreads it wide to Fabian McCarthy. He plays it back to Clifton Woodbine. Clifton Woodbine assesses his options as he moves forward for the senior team. Spreads it wide back to Ladale Ritchie, who plays it wide for Ricardo Thomas. Ricardo Thomas finds Tevin Shaw making a dart in the middle of the field hoop. Then plays it to, and it's a foul on Tevin Shaw. Looking to play the 1-2 with Javon East, but he's taken out after he plays it to Javon East. Free kick for the senior team. Javon is having a very good game for the senior men's team as he opened the scoring in the first half and set up the second goal. A goal and an assist for Javon East. Long pass looking for number 24. Promising move for the under 21 side here. It's number, and that's a good goal for number 12. Vashawn McBean, substitute, came on at the start of the second half. Ball spread wide to him and he finds the far corner with a powerful drive.
Go centre back. Reggie Boyz. Rasta. 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 Mama. Hey, look here now. Tyrese, play a little more central, three of them out play across the front. Because, I'm more than the field again.
Correction, goal scored by number 12, Richard Gooden, for the under 21 side. Goal was scored by Vashawn McBean, making the score 2-1. Shot by number 18. Number 18, Kavon Isaac, who was just introduced into the game. Goal scored by Vashawn McBean to have the deficit. On the 21 side, looking to get back into this game and doing well to get a goal. Now they'll push for an equalizer. Number 18 on the ball for the men's senior team, Kavon Isaac. Ladiel Richie, the heavy first touch, but he does well to recover and plays it back inside. Cleared by Ladiel Richie again to Fabian McCarthy. Touches it inside to Isaac. Fabian McCarthy cuts inside and finds Javon East, who spreads it wide to Siobhan Marsh. Number 10 for Jamaica passes it back inside to Isaac. Isaac spreads it wide to Ricardo Thomas. Senior team probing again, looking to re-establish their 2-goal lead. And it's a foul by the Shane Beckford, free kick to the under 21 side. Here at Draxall, where the Northeastern Confed under 23 side is taking on the men's national senior team. Score is 2-1. Jamaica's senior team leading. Javon Marsh fouled in the middle of the field as he tries to navigate around 3 players, but is obstructed illegally, says the ref. Play resumes with Fabian McCarthy. But that's offside. The coach for the under 21 side, David Price, is very animated on the touchline, shouting instructions to his players as they look to find the equalizer against the senior team. Miscontrol from number 18, Tommy Lee Francis, though. Ball goes out for a throw, which is taken quickly by the senior team. Ball back with Fabian McCarthy, who finds Siobhan Marsh. Back to Fabian McCarthy, and it's a lovely 1-2. Siobhan Marsh down the left side, who crosses, and it's cleared into touch for a corner to the senior team. Corner taken short by Fabian McCarthy to Isaac. Finds Peter Lee Vassell back to Isaac, and Fabian McCarthy on the ball looks to goes by one defender. Plays it low along the ground into the box, but it's easily cut out by the under 21 side, who look to break. But Clifton Woodbine eventually gets the ball back to Ricardo Thomas. It's a short back pass. Gladiator Richie had to scramble to clear, but he manages to clear it and wins the foul. Free kick for the Jamaica senior team. Taken quickly by Tevin Shaw to find Isaac, who spreads it wide to Fabian McCarthy. Fabian McCarthy making a lot of runs down this right hand side, playing very advanced. Jamaica loses possession on the 21 side, looking to break now with a long pass, but it's cut out yet again by the senior team. Free kick to the under 21 side.
When you get it so deep, go in the width first.
Free kick taken by number 2 for the under 21 side, Harrison Barry. Free kick, and it's a good it's an own goal by Clifton Woodbine. Own goal by Clifton Woodbine, and it's 2-2 here at Jacks Hall, with the under 21 side coming back from a 2-0 down to level it. That was an innocuous goal by Clifton Woodbine. Good cross into the box by the player on the far side for the under 21 side. Clifton Woodbine trying to clear, but can only manage to put it past a helpless goalkeeper to make it 2-2, and play resumes here as Jamaica, who will surely be looking to respond. But the under 21 side is riding on the momentum now, having been 2-0 down and managing to fight back to 2-2. Now under 14. Now the number 14 for the under 21 side comes forward, but loses the ball to Fabian McCarthy, who finds Trevon Marsh wide. Controls and looks up, finds Peter Lee Vassell. Peter Lee Vassell switches the ball, trying to find Deshane Beckford, but the pass is cut out. Number 12, the goal scorer here for the under 21 side, loses out as Deshane Beckford comes back to help out his defense, sent forward by Ladiel Ritchie. Trevon Marsh on the right here tries to play a 1-2 with Fabian McCarthy and receives it. Trevon Marsh goes by. Referee blows for a foul on Trevon Marsh. Tackled by number 16, Richard Gooden. Richard Gooden fouling Trevon Marsh as he tries to go down the right hand side, but it's a free kick to Jamaica men's senior team, who will look to swing this one into the box and retake their lead. Free kick will be taken by Fabian McCarthy, number 5 for Jamaica. On the 21 side, I set up a 3-man wall. Free kick on the right side of the box here for Jamaica. Fabian McCarthy lines up the free kick and floats it into the box, and it's met at the back post by Ladiel Ritchie, who can only put it over the bar. Goal kick to the under 21 side. Goalkeeper sends the ball long for the under 21 side, and number 14 cuts inside and manages to. Trevon Marsh does well to get by one player but can't get past the second one, loses the ball, and now it's the under 21 side going forward in the shape of number 18 Tommy Lee Francis, but he loses out. Clifton Woodbine back in possession. Plays it wide to Tevin Shaw, who controls on his chest before taking it down. Sends it forward in the direction of Deshane Beckford. But the ball is cleared by number 19. That's Jason Leckie for the under 21 side. Throw in for Jamaica, senior team on the far side. Taken by Ricardo Thomas. Thomas back on the ball, but he's muscled off the ball, and on the 21 side hip breaks here in the shape of number 20. Number 24 on the ball now. Tyrese Matthews plays it wide. Number 14 crosses, and the cross is blocked by Fabian McCarthy. Corner to the under 21 side. Corner here to the under 21 side, but we'll have some substitutions before the corner is taken. Number 3, Javane Brown for the Senior Reggae Boyz team coming on. Looks like number 4, Ladale Ritchie, will be substituted for Javane Brown. On the 21 side also making a substitution, number 19. Number 19 coming off for number 15. Number 19, Jason Leckie, has left the field, replaced by Damirio Kamak for the under 21 side. Corner swung in by the under 21 side, and it's cleared by Tevin Shaw. Deshane Beckford on the ball for the senior team. Gets by one player, fouled by one. Takes it quickly, passes to Javon East, who finds Trevon Marsh wide. Trevon Marsh has to get by one player, manages to get by him, but gets by 2 player. Second player fouls him. Foul on Trevon Marsh, and the ref reaches to his pocket, and it's a yellow card for number 18. Tommy Lee Francis. Oh no, it's actually a yellow card for simulation. Trevon Marsh receiving a yellow card for trying to deceive the referee here. On first look, that looked like a free kick to the Jamaica Senior Men's team, but referee cards Trevon Marsh for diving. That's a simulation. Trevon Marsh gets up and runs it off, but referee interpret that as an act to deceive him. Free kick to the under 21 side, sent forward by number 2, Harrison Barry. Tevin Shaw on the ball.
Don't get carried away and run.
Hurried
Go on the foot. Hey!
by the under 21 side and has to pass it back to Javian Brown, back to the goalkeeper and spread wide to Clifton Woodbine.
Make it forward, press first. Organize.
Kevin Isaac plays the ball to
Kimo, are you off the top now? You know?
Clifton Woodbine.
The midfielder, them a run go too high up in our pit.
Finds Ricardo Thomas. Ricardo Thomas tries to play it forward for Javon East, but the ball is intercepted. Goes out for a throw into the under 21 side and the far side here.
Remember which forward for going.
Score is 2-2 here at Drax Hall, with the northeastern Confed side battling back from 2-0 down against the Senior Reggae Boyz side. After Javon East put the home side, or put the Reggae Boyz in the national senior team up in the first half, and the advantage was doubled by the Shane Beckford. Number 12 for the under 21 side got a goal early in the second half to make it 2-1. It's number 12 for Sean Brown before Clifton Woodbine put past his own keeper to make it 2-2. Now Jamaica looks to retake the lead. Finds Peter Lee Vassell with a tame shot that's easily dealt with by the under 21 goalkeeper. He lays down on the ball and takes his sting out of the game. Goalkeeper sends the ball forward. It's controlled by number 14, who turns and gets past Fabian McCarthy. This is number 14. Shane Pinnock on the ball. Shouts a handball, but the referee waves away the protest. Jamaica's senior men's team gets on with the game in the shape of Ricardo Thomas, but his pass is intercepted on the 21 side on the ball again as they look to come forward. Number 21 on the ball for the under 21 side. Tevin Shaw sends the ball forward for the senior team. Headed out by Hesron Barry. Javian Brown to Fabian McCarthy, who ventures forward. Peter Lee also plays it wide to Chevron Marsh, who finds a nice pass around the corner to Fabian McCarthy. Fabian McCarthy looks for the pass inside back to Chevron Marsh, but it's intercepted. Ball given away. Now the under 21 side can look to it, and it's a foul on number 16, Richard Gooden.
Somebody else come kick the ball.
.75 minutes played in the second half in the match here. We're in the second half. Approximately 15 minutes to go plus stoppage time, and the score is still 2-2 here between the northeastern Confed zonal side versus the Jamaica national senior men's team. And
Corey, go all the way back. Corey, go all the way back. Victor, you too. We don't want nobody else. Go all the way back. Stop it, we back off and go.
ball cleared by the under 21 side, who look to break. Number 16, Richard Gooden battles with Trevon Marsh and gets the better of him. Number 14 pushes past Javian Brown, but Javian Brown sticks to him. Good battle in the corner, and it's a throw into the under 21 side. There's a corner actually. Referee awards a corner to the under 21 side.
worry. You have to come deeper now. Yeah? You have to come in and hold him now. You are Santos.
Substitutions being made. On the 21 side replacing their goalkeeper for the second time in this match. It's a corner to the under 21 side. Corner taken. Goes over the head of everybody, and Tevin Shaw will look to see this one roll out for a throw in to the senior team on the far side. Tevin Shaw takes the throw in quickly to Javian Brown, who passes ball inside to Peter Lee Vassell.
Corey, come down. Corey, go down. Corey, go down. That's right.
Giovanni tries to find Shane Beckford over on the far side, but the pass is intercepted. Ball put into touch by Tevin Shaw. He'll have another substitution.
Referee, I last one.
Number 5 for the under 21 side, Kimo Wilson, is replaced by number 17, Raheem Bryan. Chevron Marsh on the ball, cuts inside and he plays it inside to, it's a nice turn by Isaac Hoof, then plays it out wide to Fabian McCarthy, cross blocked. The under 21 side can break forward in the shape of number 14, Shane Pinnock. Shane Pinnock slows it down and he shows too much of the ball to Fabian McCarthy, who wins the challenge, but ball is recovered by number 24, Tyrese Matthews, who can only find Tevin Shaw. Tevin Shaw finds Jerron East, who big thanks to the production team at JFF TV for the commentary on this match. Associate producer Kalia Gunning assisting in the commentary section. Dave on camera and the production manager, Mr. O'Neill Miller. Sliding tackle by Tevin Shaw. Tevin Shaw goes in strong again. Win back position for the senior men's team. Tevin Shaw putting in a good shift, hard-working performance in the midfield, and now he finds himself with a lot of space on the right-hand side and puts in a cross, but it's cleared by the under 21 side. Tevin Shaw has stayed down after that play. He looks exhausted. He's covered a lot of ground out there. Free kick to Jamaica's senior team. Free kick taken quickly. Chevron Marsh has drifted inside of the midfield and Tevin Shaw has stayed out wide. Ball played out wide to Ricardo Thomas. Finds Isaac in the middle. Kevon Isaac plays the return pass for Ricardo Thomas. Good tackle by number 12 and he goes in again. Throw into the senior team.
Stop, give her the ball!
Fabian McCarthy on the ball for the senior team yet again. As he plays it out wide to Javon Marsh, who drifts inside on his left foot. Tries to play a 1-2 with Javon. Javon Marsh tries to play the 1-2 with Deshane Beckford. Finds him. Finds Javon East. Javon Marsh on the ball again. Senior team trying to play some intricate passes, but it's cut out by the under 21 side. Tevin Shaw spreads the ball. So good passing for Deshane Beckford. Deshane Beckford tries to get by his marker. Doing well to hold up the ball, but he needs support. Support comes in the shape of Fabian McCarthy, but Deshane Beckford doesn't use him. Still Deshane Beckford goes down, but referee says there's nothing doing. Goalkeeper comes out and claims the ball. Clifton Ubai clears into touch for the senior team.
Put down the ball. Hey, put down the ball. Other one, they're not good. Take him.
Again, I must say it's a good turnout here at Jacks Hall, as a lot of people have come out to watch this first zonal game. Crowd getting very animated and involved in the game here. Seems like the majority of the supporters are here to cheer on the Northeastern Conference side.
You are two. Look here, pin up. You have to learn to work on the next side of the ball. When you lose the ball, come down nice line, no brother. Pin up, go nice, no brother, play on outside. Go to the center.
Number 24, Tyrese Matthews on the ball for the under 21 side. Plays it into number 10. Man, he loses out. Kevin Isaacs brings the ball forward for the senior team and he plays it over the top. Nice control by Deshane Beckford, who cuts inside. Tries to find Javon East, but misplaced pass. Under 21 side can bring it forward now. Number 24, Tyrese Matthews on the ball again. He plays it wide to number 17, Raheem Bryan. Raheem Bryan tries to go past Fabian McCarthy and he crosses the ball. It's a good cross, but Clifton Urban is in the right position. Overhead kick by number 14, O'Shane Pinnock. But the goalkeeper comes out and claims it easily. That was a nice attempt by number 14, O'Shane Pinnock. But now Jamaica are in attack with Chevon Marsh, who breaks, and Chevon Marsh shoots, and it's just wide by Chevon Marsh. Goalkeeper got a touch on that one, though. Good save. Chevon Marsh kicks the post in frustration as he felt that he should have done better with that chance. Corner to the senior team. Corner is taken quickly. Peter Lee Vassels tries to swing it in. It's high. And it's behind for a goal kick.
You have to tranquilo. Because he come at you, he have a better position. Stay goal side. So look at him. He have a leap of speed. Play with some them. Come down as a bit. Come here. You see much running here.
Just around 5 minutes left in the second half here, with the score still at 2-all here between the Northeastern Conference side, under 21 side that is, versus the Jamaica men's national senior team. And the goalkeeper for the under 21 side has gone down inside of his box. Receiving treatment. Will receive treatment as they are breaking play. Coach for the under 21 side, David Price, is still very animated on the bench, throwing out instructions to his players. Players of the under 21 side are taking this chance to rehydrate themselves The breaking players, the goalkeeper receives treatment. Players from the national senior team also taking the chance to rehydrate themselves as they take in some water. Coach of the under 21 side, David Price, also taking the opportunity to give out some additional instructions to his players. Play resumes with the goalkeeper for the under 21 side kicking the ball upfield, but only finding Trevon Marsh. Manages to get the ball to Tevin Shaw. Tevin Shaw tries to play to Javon East. Redirects the pass to Shane Beckford, who is fouled by the number 12. The goal scorer for the under 21 side, Vashan McBean. Shane Beckford gets back up to his feet. Yellow card for number 12, Vashan McBean, for that challenge on Shane Beckford. Looks like it will be Peter Lee Vassell who will take this free kick for the senior team, as the under 21 side sets up a 3-man wall. It's a 4-man wall, and Peter Lee Vassell runs up, goes straight for goal, and it's a wonderful strike by Peter Lee Vassell, and it's an even better save by the under 21 goalkeeper, who comes across to parry it out for a goal kick, for a corner to the senior team. Wonderful free kick by Peter Lee Vassell, and even better save by the under 21 goalkeeper. Jamaica take the corner, and it's not a good corner by Shane Beckford, but Jamaica manages to retain possession. Peter Lee Vassell tries to get by 2 defenders, but he loses out, and now they can break. On the 21 side on the counter attack in the shape of number 17, Raheem Brian, but Brian loses out to Fabian McCarthy. Jamaica senior team back in possession now. Javin Brown plays the ball back into midfield to Peter Lee Vassell. Peter Lee Vassell tries to find Tevin Shaw, but his pass is intercepted. Nice work from Javin Brown to get by 2 players, but can't follow up as he plays the ball into touch. Tempo stepping up in the last minutes here of the game. We're into the final minute of the game, with stoppage time looming. Both teams stepping up the tempo of the game as they search for the winner here late in the second half. It's an offside call against the senior team, and our 21 side sends the ball down the field. Tevin Shaw spreads it wide to Shane Beckford. Beckford plays it back into Tevin Shaw. Tevin Shaw looking at his options, and he finds Javon East. Javon East doing well to hold up the ball. Manages to get by 2 players, and that's a foul. It's a penalty. Shane Beckford wins a penalty as number 12. Number 12, Vashan McBean, who has been very involved in the game here today, gives away a penalty late into the second half. Referee points to the spot. Penalty to the senior team, and it looks as if Fabian McCarthy will be the one to take the spot kick. Fabian McCarthy spotting the ball. Jamaica's senior team can win it late here. The penalty, and Fabian McCarthy steps up. Goalkeeper goes the right way, but he can't reach it as it's low and hard into the bottom corner. Fabian McCarthy puts the national senior team 3-2 up late in stoppage time. (3-2) here at Drax Hall. Northeastern Confids on the 23 side versus Jamaica men's national senior team. Jamaica's senior team retaking the lead here deep in stoppage time with a penalty scored by Fabian McCarthy after a foul on number 12, Vashawn McBean. And we're into stoppage time here. 5 minutes of stoppage time to be played. And it's a foul. Foul awarded to the under 23 side. It's Matt Bean on the ball. Sends it into the box and goalkeeper catches. Rolls it out to Javane Brown. Passes it inside to Kevon Isaac. Isaac plays it across the midfield to Tevin Shaw, who finds Ricardo Thomas out wide. Thomas plays it back to Clifton Woodbine. Under 21 players are pressing high now, looking for an equalizer. Time is running out though. Ball played forward, but it's cleared by the under 21 team. Number 20, Akeem Pinto, does well to win the throw-in with 2 players marking him. It's a throw-in for the under 21 side. Throw-in being taken by Tommy Lee Francis. Fabian McCarthy wins the header. Misplaced pass by Siobhan Marsh. Ball won back by Fabian McCarthy. No, can't keep it in this time though. Pass was a little heavy from Peter Lee Vassell. It's another throw-in on this right side for the under 21 side. Ball sent down the field by number 18, Tommy Lee Francis. Number 21, Corey Johnson on the ball for the under 21 side, with Kevon Isaac in close attendance. And it's Deshane Beckford who manages to regain possession for the senior team. Goes past. It's a good tackle by the number 21 for the under 21 side. Corey Johnson with that challenge on Deshane Beckford to regain possession, which eventually results in a free kick for the under 21 side. Matt Bean on the ball again. Hesron Barry sends it long for the under 21 side. Cleared by Javane Brown. Cleared further by Tevin Shaw. Ball will go out for a throw-in, which Matt Bean takes quickly. Raheem Bryan on the ball, but can't keep it in over on the far side for the under 21 side. And as the final whistle, the referee blows off the match here at Drax Hall, and its final score is Jamaica Senior Men's Team 3, Northeastern Conference side 2. Fabian McCarthy finding the late winner from the penalty spot in second half stoppage time.
Come on, man.
And another thanks to my technical team here. Kayla Gunning, the assistant in the commentary area. JFF TV team, as well as Dave on camera and our production manager, O'Neill Miller. And Rajay Sayers as well, who is doing photography. How are you feeling about the team's performance here today?
I'm pretty satisfied with the performance of the team in the context of the preparation. The fact that they came out here, gave as much as they got. The scoreline wasn't really the significant factor, but it was the performance of the team in terms of what we wanted to do organizationally and so on. I'm pretty pleased with that.
Right, and it was a good performance because the team managed to come back from 2-0 down to level back the score 2-2. So what did you change tactically? Because they weren't so good in the first half and going 2-0 down. But what did you change tactically to let them fight and come back to 2-2?
Well, basically what we did is to change in the right side of our flank. We just changed personnel there. Wasn't getting the mobility we wanted from Lopez, who started in the first half. Brought in McBean, and he had an immediate impact on the game with his pace and so on. So that was a good switch around. But generally, as we said before, this game was more about giving the players the exposure in terms of allowing the coaching staff to see them. So it wasn't a game where we were pressing for a result per se. But under the circumstances, I think the team did very well, and I'm pleased with what we got here today.
Right, and you said McBean as well, he managed to have a really big impact on the game. He was very involved in the game. How pleased are you with his performance, even though in the latter stage he managed to give away a penalty?
Well, even conceding the penalty, because we wanted to bring in some players, we put him at right fullback, which is not his natural position. So he gave away some fouls there. So I couldn't really be too critical on him for that. But definitely he was the impact man on both ends. And that's good for him as a player, because what we want them to do is sort of show up themselves, write their own resume, get themselves exposed so that, the national setup can have them in the reckoning and so on. But he did well coming in, giving us good impact, and that's what you want from your substitutes. So as we go forward with this Eastern team, I think we have better things to come.
Okay, and were you impressed with any other of the players out there? Did anyone else stand out for you?
I think Daniel Green did well, the number 9 in the first half. Did very well in terms of penetrating, won some free kicks there and so on. Michael Edwards, the number 10, wasn't too bad as well. I think our standout player as well was our number 5, the centre-back, Kimo. Did very well in the back to organize and keep the team compact. But generally, as a team, even though we made the changes, you didn't see any discernible difference, like the team got worse and so on, and that's very good to see for a unit of 22 playing one game.
Okay, Coach, can you tell me, how are you feeling about the performance from the team here today?
It's not so much about feeling, but, giving the youngsters opportunities. We have a lot of, under 23 players, presently working alongside the national senior team. And today's game, what was, the disappointment has to do with the pitch, robbing good football. The Sentence team, they look a team that can, come into their own. But despite of that, we still have to look at those players to see what they are made of on a better quality field.
Right, and I realized that there was a lot of tactical switches in the game, players rotating, and was that planned before the game to rotate the players, or was it an adaptation, during the game to counteract the other team's tactics?
No, and if you notice, the injuries create a problem in that the playing surface result in players, forced to leave the field a little early. But despite that, we have players that, we take the time out to rotate, playing, whatever system we're playing. And today it wasn't so much of a quality game because you know the feel of good football.
Alright, so can you tell me who are you out here today to support?
Well, basically, both teams have most of my friends on it, especially on the national team. Peter Lee Vassell, you have Kaim Paris, you have Lydell Richie, you know what I mean? And on the other side now you have Daniel Green, who's a Harborview player, he's from Senton, you know, my friends. So basically, I had to come out here because the youngster, I believe in the youngster. The last time when I went to Club 100, the question that I asked, what happened to the young players? We need the young players. The best team we ever have in Jamaica, to me, is Keith Kelly and the other players for the Under-17 World Cup. What happened after that? We just lose everybody like that, and we are all Jamaicans? I don't believe in that. We need to have the young players stick with the senior players so we can move forward. Each year, they learn more and more. You get what I'm saying? The goalkeeper from the national team who keeps for Stets and Cavalier, yeah. I admire him a lot. He's a good goalkeeper and I respect him. You know what I mean? Yeah, so you know, it's a joy to see that.
Alright, so you mentioned Jaden White. That's the stats on the Cavalier goalkeeper. Were you impressed with his performance today?
Of course, because he stopped my friend from scoring both goals. Daniel Green make 2 good saves, which is good. And I, for me, in the future, he'll be the one between the 2 sticks for Jamaica. Yeah. He has a bright future ahead, and just to stay focused and just keep his composure and just respect who is around him, listen to the coach, listen to his teammate, and the rest is history.
Right, and you mentioned young players getting an opportunity. A lot of young players got a chance to show their talent out there today. Were you impressed with any other player that was out there today?
Yes, for instance, the number 15, that Duchesne, whatever his name is, Beckford, right? Yeah, I'm impressed because when he get onto the pitch, he changes the game, right? And Messi Marsh, who's a very good player. A lot of us don't really admire him as a very good player, but he is. Change the game also. And on the other team now, the number 11, Lopez, yeah, he changed the game also. So that's what I like to see. When you come onto the pitch, make a difference, show something. And I just want to say this, Jamaica Football Federation, please don't give up on the youths. Do not give up on the youths. They are the future. Don't forget where we're coming from. Remember Ricardo Gardner, remember Jermaine, Demar Phillips, those young players. So we can't forget about the young youths. You understand?